What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. So I ended up going and buying Vidal. I sold a lot of crap, we'll see that at the end of the video. I actually managed to snipe him for like 190 something, which was great. His price will probably come back down to that anyway. And this is the team as it looks. Buffon, Benatia and Boateng in that little central spot there. We've got Matuidi, Vieira, Vidal, Florenzi and Alaba, Henry, Ronaldo and Rui Costa. And to start things off, first of all, if we could drop a thumbs up. I've obviously got a lot of comments again to get through. I bought a TV, a little TV, this. I bought a nice small monitor, this bad boy right here. It's a BenQ 23 inch and I ordered what was a, like a top quality gaming monitor, and they sent me a multimedia monitor. So before I even realised, I switched my setup around, put the monitor on, got into the first game, which was this one, and it was just insane for motion lag and input delay. And I don't mean input delay in terms of the video game. I mean like the reaction of what you see on the monitor compared to what you do on your thumbstick. Like my Elgato, which is it's about a 1/10 of a second delay, the Elgato, because it's an internal one. They claim it's no delay, but it's minor. I could see the things happening on my Elgato quicker than I could see them happening on my monitor, which obviously is a problem. So the reason why I was going to go down to a 23 inch and why I will go down to a 23 inch, I've ordered another one and I've contacted Amazon and hopefully they're going to send me the right one, is because I know a lot of the pros and top players play on the 23 inch. Apparently it's better because you don't have to move your head so much, you don't have to rely on your peripheral vision so much, and you could just stay focused in one spot. So I'm going to be trying that out, and I thought I'd try it out here. I'm not saying that that's why I lost the game either, but have you ever played on a TV that has like motion blur or tearing or input delay? It legitimately makes me feel sick. I remember back in, oh god, we must be going back to as far as FIFA 11, maybe even FIFA 10. My dad had like a 50-inch monitor on the wall in his front room, and he was away in the States for the summer because he takes like my stepmom and my little brother and stuff. He takes them out to Florida every year for the whole summer, and I remember just setting my PlayStation up on that instead of on my my small TV, and I mean TV like a 40-inch deep, not 40-inch wide TV. So I remember setting it up on his big 50-inch, and I'm ready to throw up because it's just too big. It doesn't work. So I bought the small one for that reason, and it screwed up. So as soon as I changed back to my main monitor, back to my proper BenQ gaming monitor, it was like night and day, so different. So I'm actually excited to get the proper 23 inch here. I won't be able to use it for this weekend league now, it'll be for next weekend league, but as soon as it comes, I'll be very, very happy to go in. Now, we've got Ronaldo in the team, guys. Ronaldo and Henry. We're going to talk more about the team and how it plays a little bit later on. But in terms of the comments, first comment is from That FIFA Guy. It says, how do you let Nick get a better monthly pack than you? Now, I am super happy for Nick, right? Make no mistake about it. I'm delighted he got something insane. And I saw a lot of people get a lot of good stuff. But what frustrates me isn't necessarily what I did or didn't get, because, hey, I got another usable card. Benatia is actually a sick card. I've been using him. I thoroughly enjoy him. What's frustrating is that, top 100 gets one icon guaranteed and 44 red informs, and Elite 1 gets potentially worse rewards than Gold 1 or Gold 3. And yeah, okay, you get more cards, but you could get worse. So there's a couple of things. Number one, what's frustrating, again, it's frustrating that could potentially somebody who finishes 101st in the world, literally could miss out by skill points, gets worse rewards than somebody who is like a Gold 3 standard player, and I don't think that's very fair. So I've seen this on Reddit, I've seen this on forums, on Twitter. Two things could be proposed. Number one could be just a guaranteed minimum threshold of 1, 2 or 3 players for rating. So Elite 1 will get a guaranteed, like today there's the monthly rewards now, there was 291s and so on. So maybe like one guaranteed 88 plus rated. So you're guaranteed to get Vidal, Pogba, Nainggolan, Dries Mertens, Higuain, Eden Hazard, whoever else the other 89s and, you know, David Silva, something like that, Hummels, you're guaranteed one of them. And then, so let's say like 88 plus for Elite 1, 87 plus for Elite 2, 86 plus for Elite 3, and you're guaranteed 185 plus for Gold 1, and then Gold 2, Gold 3 and below are just free for all because you're getting so few cards anyway. That's one good way to do it. But also another good way to do it is something that happens in Madden, I believe, and that's kind of like a draft pick. And the reason why I think this would be fun is because you might turn down big players to get players that actually fit your team better. So what happens is when instead of getting you know, a 20 red informed pack for Elite 1, you could even go for, say, a 15 player draft pick. So you get 15 draft picks. You press draft pick, you know, 15 draft packs basically. So you open pack 1 and up pops 5 players, 5 red cards, and you get to pick one of them. And then the second pack, 5 more players come up. So yeah, you might have a better chance of getting one of the high rated players, but it might be a case where you actually turn down one of the highest rated players because you can get someone that is usable and useful to you, be it for an SBC or to fit into your actual team. And last month's example would have been Prime, where for me personally, I have Aaron Moy, doesn't fit into my team, but I would have loved Goretzka instead. So if Goretzka came up, and also, you know, another really high rated but like player that wouldn't fit, like Handanovic. If Goretzka and Handanovic came up, I would actually take Goretzka. So I think a draft would be a really, really good way to kind of give people an opportunity to get something that is actually useful to them. And because it might inspire people getting far more higher rated cards, just reduce the number of cards we get. So instead of Elite 1 getting 20, maybe make it so they get 12 again. Elite 2 gets 10, Elite 3 gets 8, Gold 1 gets 4, Gold 3 gets 2, Gold 1 gets 4, Gold 2 gets 3, Gold 3 gets 2. But you get 2 picks from 10 different players that you can pick and you have more decisions. I think that would be a good way to do it in my opinion. And moving on to some of the comments regarding the team. So I obviously asked you guys for ideas and thoughts on the team going forwards. Uncreative Name, first of all, before we go on to that, says, hey Nep, I love your content. He said, after watching this video, wow, what a video. This squad building was incredible. I'm amazed what you've achieved on this account. Keep it up. And thank you so much. I didn't expect, like, obviously I didn't know Squad Battles was to come. And Squad Battles, first of all, has been a huge bonus for this series. But second of all, I didn't expect to be one of the better players in Squad Battles. Now, I know, right? It's a lot of Squad Battles is about time and consistency, not necessarily about skill level. There's probably people out there that are very, very good at Squad Battles as well that just don't have the time to play all 24 games over the Saturday-Sunday threshold. I get that. But I've proven week on week to be one of the best Squad Battles players out there, and I never would have expected that. If you would have said to me this time last year, hey Nep, next year you're going to be top 100 or top 20 in an offline game mode, I would have been like, all right, mate, blocked. But here we are. You know, here we are. This is, and Squad Battles has been huge for us, no question about it. Just generally, the amount of effort and time we put into this account has been huge, no question about it. But yeah, I get, you know, we talked about it last week. I get caught in two minds with what I want to do because we've achieved so much already that by the time Team of the Year comes around, I will be able to sell parts of my team or potentially the whole team or whatever. Or at least all my expensive players, and I will be able to get 99 Team of the Year Cristiano Ronaldo within the first week or two of him being released, and then he will just stay in my team forever. And I could not possibly have imagined that at the start of the series. But at the same time, as I say, because I've got so much already, what harm would it be in slowing down for a month? You know, just taking a month, not a month off of FUT Champs, but okay, instead of playing our best, this month we're going to play to just Elite 3. You know, that's it. So we're going to play to enough wins per week to get Elite 3 and just chill. Play a lot less, you know, a lot less intensely, a lot more casually, and just try and have a little bit more fun with it. But I know for me, the competitor in me just wants to do my best and wants to try my best. And that's just not going to happen, is it, really? So there's that. But thank you for the kind words. Now, the first comment about the team was from Marius Mojinja. Says Zanetti and right back would be perfect. Yeah, I'd be more than happy to put Zanetti in at right back if and when we can get the coin balance to get another icon. Of course, I don't have much left in the club now. I've got like maybe 10,000 coins at this current time, and maybe not including silver and bronzes because they don't count because they're for SBCs more than anything. we've got maybe 50 to 60,000 coins worth of items in the club in general. Like, I just don't have much in the club. Other than my starting lineup, there's not a lot at all. So to work towards the netty will be a big task. You know, it'll probably take us about 2 squad battles weekends and 1 FUT Champs rewards to get up towards the netty. But for the next few weeks leading up to FUTmas, I actually don't want to trade in anything right now. I'm happy with the team. I just want to build my coin balance up now until FUTmas, because whatever EA release at FUTmas, if there's a banging card out there that would just suit my team perfectly, I want to get them. You know, I will splurge a little bit during FUTmas. We'll see how that goes. And on that same vein, Dylan Boy says, "Hey Nep, love the vids. I know you really enjoy Vidal. You've used him for tons of games, but why not give Inform Goretzka a shout? He's 6'2", 85 pace, high, 3-star, 4-star. He's great. Just a little bit more expensive, but with Shadow, he's 97 pace. Can't teach that pace and size, mainly being next to Vieira. They'll be tough to break down, just an idea." And yeah, I actually really like the idea. I know a lot of people say that Goretzka is an absolute beast, and I would be more than happy to use and abuse Goretzka. But one more interesting thing for me, so yeah, with the Shadow, he actually becomes 97 pace and 94 defending with 80 physical, insane aggression and great stamina, really nice dribbling, really nice passing. But somebody else said to me, and this intrigues me even more, somebody else said put Goretzka at centre mid and Kimmich at right back and switch them in game. Goretzka becomes fast enough with a Shadow and is massive and works like a dog all game without getting tired. So he works perfectly at right back. Kimmich is also a god at CM, so it's a win-win. And Sonaldinho, who put this in the comment section, I can't believe I didn't even see something like this or assume something like this. Goretzka with a Shadow becomes a 91 rated right back. With an anchor, becomes an 88 right back. So yeah, the Shadow is important, I guess, for the pace. So yeah, Goretzka with a Shadow will become a 99 rated right back, and that way what we can do then is we can do Alexandro on the left, sell Alaba, get in Alexandro, Matuidi, Bonatti, Alexandro. We can then go back to a better goalkeeper. Not that Buffon's bad, but the German goalkeepers for me, Neuer would be perfect, but Farman in the meantime. Then we can put Boateng at right centre-back, Kimmich at right-back, and Goretzka at right centre-mid, and just switch them in game. And have Kimmich in at centre-mid, and he would be insane, and have Goretzka at right-back. And you know what? Why not? And this is like a typical NepentheZ thing. Playing a right-back at centre-mid, and a centre-mid at right. It's just me. It's just typical me. And I'm going to give it a try. Although I'm doing well in FUT Champs right now, I'm 5-1 after my 6 games. I'm quite happy with that. I'm happy to sell off Buffon, sell off Florenzi, and sell off Alaba, and instead just go and buy, and sell off Vidal, and off the back of that just go and buy Inform Goretzka and Alexandro, and Ralph Farman back in the club. I think that would be great. And there was even more comments about Goretzka. And Lucas Palladino said, Fernandinho Inform is amazing. What are you saying? I'm sure he's good for you, dudes. For me personally, it's not the sort of player that I think would be overpowered or insane. I definitely think he looks like a good card, but not a great card. I have him on my bench because I can use him as a good backup CDM. TJ says, "Hey, love the series. This is the first comment I've made, but I've watched every episode since the first. Just a suggestion. You're getting close to being able to afford the 89 Laurent Blanc. He's an incredible defender on his game and well worth the investment. All the best, bro." I appreciate the first comment, TJ. I don't think I'm looking to get Blanc. Maybe as a centre-back, Blanc would be nice. But I'm not really that keen on icon centre-backs. You know, I've tried them. I tried Rijkaard. I tried Desailly. I tried Lothar Matthäus centre-back. You know, I tried icon centre-backs. They just don't... They're not... For the money that you have to pay for them, they're just not better than, you know, the Gold Boateng, the Bonatti that I've got, the Eric Bailly. They're not so much better to the point where it's like, okay, I have to get this guy instead of the centre-back. Whereas someone like Ronaldo is just insane and considerably better than Alessandrini, who I had previously had up front alongside Thierry Henry. So the last comment we'll go to, guys, is from Saif Al Abed. Says, "Hi Nep, is it just me, or do you think that the daily and sometimes weekly rewards aren't worth it? For example, buying a player for 2,000 coins in a daily objective gives me 350 coins. Also, for doing something like scoring 5 goals using chip through balls, I got a silver pack. I feel these need to be adjusted. Would love to hear your opinion. Keep up the amazing work. Yeah, I agree, dude. I think at the start of the game, that sort of stuff was really helpful. You know, the bronze contract packs was helpful for people that were just suffering for contracts. And I think in general, the objectives were great. But as you say, some objectives you actually have to go out of your way to complete instead of just completing naturally through playing the game. And when they offer a terrible reward, it's kind of, sometimes you don't even benefit from doing the daily objective. I like the objectives we've currently got, the daily the 10, 20, 30 game objectives. I think they're fantastic. I hope EA do more stuff like that, but I do think the reward structure and the objectives in general could use a restructuring. I do love the idea of daily and weekly objectives, though. I think it's a fantastic addition to the game. I think that's EA really listening to what the community wanted. You know, we wanted something for just turning up daily, and that's, you essentially get that because there's always like an apply a contract or apply a fitness item or a consumable that gives you a reward. So you essentially get something every day just for showing up and being part of the game, which I do think is fantastic. So after our first 6 games, guys, with 5-1, I let myself down in game 5 that I lost. I created more than enough chances to score the goals. My opponent was just too clinical for me on the counter-attack, and sadly I ended up losing that one. On another day I might have been able to nick that win and go 6-0. But 5-1 is not bad, you know. I just want to make sure we can get up towards that elite status early on. This is going to be the end of the gameplay. Let's go live. Alright guys, so the gameplay is done. As mentioned, we are 5-1, and here's a lot of the stuff that I sold to be able to pick up that Arturo Vidal. Interestingly enough, after talking to you guys on video there about you know, potentially going to get Goretzka and using him at right back and such, I'm intrigued, man. I'm intrigued. It's already 8 o'clock on Friday night, and I've only played 6 games. We're 5-1, obviously, which is great. And I think this month, I know I say this all the time, and most probably my opinions on this will change. But I think this month I'm going to take things different during FUT Champs, and it's not because of the offline gameplay. It's not because of squad battles, and it's not because of the pack only road to glory. It's literally just because I'm just not looking forward to grind. Like, I'm sitting here now and I'm thinking to myself, like, damn, I played 6 games. I usually want at least 12 to 15 games done on Friday, so I'd have to play like another 7 or 8 games today, at least. And it's already 8 PM. You know, I haven't even started on tomorrow's videos yet. Like, I'm still sorting out today's video. Like, I'm still recording, you know, the Friday Road to Glory on Friday at 8 PM, and it's going up at 10 PM. So obviously we get a 5-week month this week. It is going to be, where are we? My rank. So for monthly, we have to play 200 games this month. So it's 40 a week over 5 weeks. For Elite 3 monthly, it's only 120 wins. So that would be 24 wins per week, if I'm right. So 5 times... No, wait, that might even be less. What is it? Hold on. 120 divided by 5. So yeah, sorry, 24 wins per week. So I think what I'm going to do is look to get for Elite 3 monthly. And it might change, you know, maybe week 2 or week 3, something will change. But I'm going to try and break up my days into terms of wins instead of in terms of games. So Friday, I'm going to go for 8 wins. Saturday, I'm just going to go for 8 wins, no matter how many games that takes me. You know, if I'm 8-4 or 8-0, I'm just going to play to 8 wins. Saturday, I'm just going to play again to 8 wins. I'm going to take myself from 8 and whatever I am on Friday to 16 and whatever I end up on Saturday. And then Sunday, I'm going to play to 25 wins. So I'm actually going to get myself 125 wins altogether. And then once, because Gold 1 obviously is, you know, if I'm going to go to 24, I might as well just get an extra win and go to 25. Then on Sunday nights, once I've got everything done and you know, videos are sorted for Mondays, and I've, you know, spent some time with the family and just kind of like sorted myself out, I'll then play later on Sunday night if I can be bothered. And if that then means that I play through from 25 wins to whatever, then so be it. The only exception will be immediately off the bat is if I'm having an unreal weekend. You know, if I'm 16-1 or 16-2 after my first 18 games, instead of say 16-8 or 16-5 or something, then yeah, sure, you know, maybe I'll play on a lot more through Saturday and Sunday to make sure I can get the 40 games out of the way, because if I can get up to 34 wins or even 32 wins comfortably, I'll be happy with that. But I want to stop stressing about weekend league, and it just, it's crazy because it's my series is based heavily around Weekend League and being successful with it, and it's the game mode that I look forward to playing until I've played a handful of games, and then I'm just like, yep, this is old fast again. So we'll see. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But in terms of the team, guys, this team played really well. Really, really well. I lost that one game. I lost that 5-3 to a guy who had, he played some really good FIFA. I had a lot of chances that I didn't take. But I'm going to be changing this team, but I'm going to be changing it next episode. Start of the next episode, I'm going to have changed it and we'll have a look. But Ronaldo, guys, 38 goals and 10 assists in 16 games. Of course, that's 6 FUT Champions games, 4 Division 1 games, and 1 game against Krasi. I played him just for a friendly game, just to see, to kind of just test where my level of skill was at. So we're looking at, 9 of his games online and 7 of his games offline in squad battles. And I'm so close to selling Vieira. I'm actually thinking, because at 1.5 million is what I would get for him. I'm thinking, get rid of Vieira, put Goretzka in there, and I don't know. I'm gonna have a look at what I can do with this team and how I can do it to the point where I can get the money back for Vieira. Although saying that, one of the things that I said that I kind of still stand by is that icons generally won't shift, and if they do shift in price, it will be in keeping with the entire market. So if he comes down, anything else I would have sold him for to buy will also come down. So maybe I won't sell him. Like he is good. Thierry Henry has hit 700 goals for me as well and 200 assists. Great return from him, and also Costa as well. There were 208 and 312 in 369. So great return there. This team has played well as well. The first 6 games, Benatia, fantastic. Matuidi has been one of my favourites since I packed him in the last monthly rewards. Florenzi's decent. We will look to change this team around, however, over in the next episode. And then in terms of squad battles, guys, of course, we're in Friday now. Am I still 5th? I'm still 5th in the world, guys. And that's with 21 games, 20 of them on Ultimate, because I played the featured squad on Legendary. I've won 19 of 20 on Ultimate, and I find myself 3,500 points behind. And I read on the forums yesterday that there's actually another exploit. I didn't know there was an Ultimate exploit. I did see how it was done. I won't be doing it myself. It is easy to achieve. It's very similar to the red card glitch, but not quite the same. It doesn't rely on you getting red cards. Instead, it relies on you getting free kicks in dangerous areas, because the AI just doesn't track properly, so you can make the best use of that. For those of you that would be interested, I've live streamed plenty of my games on Ultimate, and I even made a YouTube video on my games on Ultimate as well, so you can see that I'm scoring the goals legitimately without having to use that exploit. So if there is an exploit going around, and anyone, so this guy here, Kofi Datu, one of my comments in the comment section of the last video actually said that this guy has been using this exploit for 2 weeks, and that he told me about it in a comment 2 weeks ago, and I obviously just missed the comment. So I don't know where that guy finished last week. Kofi Datu, where did he finish? Well, he wasn't even in the top 100 last week, so I don't know how he's being accused of using it for 2 weeks in a row. But so this guy here, I think he's a viewer actually, Jake Zuniga there. But yeah, I don't see that Kofi Datu guy anywhere. So I wouldn't like to say that he is or isn't using an exploit. As I've proven myself this week, it's actually relatively reasonable to assume that he could have done that without cheating, without using an exploit. I lost one game. Had I won that game, I would have around an extra 2,500 to 3,000 points. That would put me on to 61,800, somewhere around that mark. He's only like 400 points ahead of that, and I've got a lot of games, like you can see here, where I don't have 3,300 points, I only have 3,100. So if he got a few clean sheets in there as well, it's actually incredibly realistic that you can get 62,000 points after 21 games. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say that I don't think anyone in this leaderboard is using any kind of exploit. I think people have just learnt the art of mastering ultimate difficulty against the AI. I think you'll see a lot of the people in here, probably myself included, slip up over the weekend, because I've played 20 games of squad battles on Ultimate Monday through Friday. I've got another 24 to play Saturday and Sunday, along with FUT Champs. It's a lot. It is a hell of a lot. But that's where we're at, guys. So that's going to be the end of the video for today. Decent start to FUT Champs. We'll get more gameplay in tomorrow's episode with a brand new team. This, though, is going to be the end of the video. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. But for now, guys, I'm out. Peace.